Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included, where we last left off, sort of making our way over towards the slime-infested areas over here. There's a vacuum with some water. Interesting. Lots of interesting stuff going on over there. Other things that I was in the works, the farming chamber, which we just built. We're also having to figure out how to hook that up because it uses up 240 watts. So that means I need to hook it up to a system that is not close to overloading, which I believe is only this one? Yeah, only that one. So I'm gonna have to do some janky things here that are not going to look the greatest, but we'll get the job done. So we're probably going to have to go like whoop, 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 bridge. And then it's not going to look great, but whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet here for how we're going to hook that up. He says as he messes things up royally as far as that goes. Wire bridge. I probably should have made these all priority 6s. Although we'll get to it when we get to it. There's no huge rush, I would say, on these orders. And we are getting pretty close to finishing up all of the research that can be done. We have a little bit more in liquid tuning. You have 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6 after that. I'm not saying we'll get all of it done today, but there's a good chance that we could get close to not having any more to worry about there. That's a lot of polluted oxygen over there, eh? A little concerning. Not terribly concerning, but a little concerning. And what are people doing? I feel as though like nobody's really doing anything right now. Which I know isn't the case, but wait. That's Lurin. Is he literally picking things up before? Well, I guess there isn't really a whole lot for him to build at the moment anyways, but at the same time, like, come on, man. We need to get all this stuff built over here so that way we can do our algae mine eventually. Reminds me, okay, so we don't need those ladders anymore. So if you could acquiesce my desire to deal with that. It's really only myself that is really suffering from diseases, which, don't get me wrong, is not a good thing, but cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat. Becomes active or on standby when ambient temperature enters the chosen range. Like, we'll research that next, although we probably should be getting the if I'm being 100%, thermo aqua tuner cools liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. That looks cool. I like the way that thing looks. We actually probably should go for environmental protection first, just so. Like, not that I'll be able to make those suits anytime soon. Probably. But just the idea of being able to do it is nice. It's very nice. Ah, okay. Had to take a quick sip of the old coffee. Man, I love how Gosman's just in a perpetual state of happiness now. I think it would take something pretty traumatic to make him no longer a happy boy. I shouldn't assume that he's a boy. Could be a girl duplicant. Who's to say that it is not? I wish I could just prioritize the wires here. Which I might have done there. I might not have. 5. Are those at 6s or 7s normally? Those are normally at 6s, so that's fine. What normally goes in here? Clothing? You know what? Yeah, that's fine to be at a 6 as well. And, right, I was wanting to get the algae distiller in here, which uses what? Algae distiller. Finds slime and algae. It produces polluted water, which in turn we can use to allow ourselves more water via that whole system there. Interesting. Okay, I like the idea of that. Having a bit more ways of generating a little bit more water. Not a lot, admittedly, but a little bit more. Yeah, my health just continually is being drained. Choose a duplicate. Great runner, don't get me wrong. Like, amazing runner. And we do have excess of food, but not a whole lot of oxygen. Just give me a second here. Okay, oxygen. Oxygen overlay. Like, in the main areas that count, we have a lot of oxygen, which I suppose is fine. But at the same time, though, it would be nice to not have... Okay, wait, so who do we have? Who do we have here? Triophobia, can't dig. That's not the biggest concern here. Although you have very high decor expectations. I think we will reject. I might consider getting another duplicant next time around. But for the time being, I don't think it's the right call. Be going for another duplicate at this time. But we'll get a bedroom maybe set up for the time being. Furniture? Furniture. Or a cot, which we will also make out of granite. And then also some ladders so we can build our roof. Do. Not that we need that much room, but alright, so slowly but surely almost finished that room, which is stellar. Do you need someone... I don't think you need someone operating the... Oh, we finished the research again. Jeez, that is fantastic. And once we're finished research, we can actually hook up other non-essential systems to our hamster wheel system here, which is actually something I did not consider, which would be rather swell. So, algae distiller. Like, okay. Oh, they're picking up some meal ice from up there too. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, delivering granite all over the place. And how are we looking here? Power added, power removed. Net gain of -47. That being said, we're not in a bad place for power yet. Or no, that was oxygen. So we are still technically losing oxygen, but not at a dramatic rate yet. Power usage. We gained power. Power wasted. Added, removed. Oh, so we did lose a bit of power? We lost food today, actually. Total stress has increased by 42%. That's not good. Travel time. Idle time. Only 3 seconds. So that's pretty darn good. Time breakdown. Wow. Z-Stats. Because this is something I feel as I should be taking a closer look at. Holy moly. 8,000 germs on myself here. Stations. Oh, exosuit. Checkpoint and exosuit. Dock. Stores and recharges exosuits. Make duplicate change into suits when passing by. So wait. Marks a threshold where duplicants must change into or out of exosuits. Stores and recharges exosuits. Build next to the exosuit checkpoint to make duplicants change into suits when passing by. So you would have it like exosuit, then exosuit dock, then your door, I presume. Interesting. Exosuit forge. Requires 400 kilograms of refined metal. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's like a lot of materials that I was not expecting that to take. No! What are you idiots doing here? Deconstruct that. At a much... Okay. Prioritize. This is why you can't just let duplicants be by themselves. Actually, you know what? We'll make those 7s. And, if, Gosman, please. I know you're pretty... oh, and then we need ladders for them to get down, too. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus. Okay. Hold up there. Hold up there. It's okay, Ada. It's okay, Ada. We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you... What are you doing? That's a priority 8. Make that a priority 9. That just has to be done. What are you people doing? Lurin! You were taking a shower before saving Ada? Oh, thank God. But that should have never happened. That whole situation. That was just... why are people coming up here? Well, I know it's for the meal ice, but at the same time, like, come on, my dudes. That was just ridiculous. Oh, I forgot how close to the chlorine gas we were getting there. See, we're getting like a lot closer than we probably should have. Oh, that was somewhat stressful, and I feel stressed for Ada, if I'm being 100% honest. Like, again, that whole situation should have never happened. Granite. Sure. Just build that last one there, and then... Cosman, stop putting yourself in these risky situations. What are... Like, okay, yes, meal ice. Sure. It's nice to have it. But do we need it? Not really at this moment. I would much rather you finish tiling this off so I don't have to work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, we will have another airlock door here, I feel. Would be good to have. Maybe like right here with a couple of tiles blocking that off. And then we'll have our algae distiller sort of like on the closer end here. As well as a storage compactor that prioritizes you know what I'm talking about. That prioritizes not algae, slime. Speaking of slime, I don't think anything takes slime here. Organic. That takes algae. Okay, yeah. So I think that's the right call there. We'll continue to dig out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll build or dig out to about there to start off with. We finish more research. The madman. Home luxuries. It'll be such a huge relief once we're finished research. Because then we won't have to worry about necessarily won't have to necessarily worry about having extra stress on this power system here, and maybe hook up. Ooh, that's a lot of polluted oxygen down here. Again, am I wrong in thinking that polluted oxygen is the same thing as natural gas? Feels though that might be the wrong way of thinking. Converts natural gas into electric power. Like, I don't know. And it would have to go pretty long ways to do what I wanted to do here. But we'll give it a try. And we'll add like a battery in here as well. This will be specifically for slime. Not a lot of oxygen out this way. Fair enough. Gas input, gas outtake. Wait. Natural gas generators leak polluted water and are best built above a waste reservoir? Wish I had read that like a little bit sooner. Which means that maybe what I would actually like to do here is build like it up above here. It's a little weird, I'll admit. Oh, and you can build ladders there. Okay. Okay, so we are going to deconstruct that at a 6. Probably that as well. But then, what are we going to... Oh, okay, you know what? We don't need to deconstruct this, actually, so cancel deconstruct. My only question is, like, okay, we'll probably need mesh tiles then for these guys. And we'll also need mesh tiles for up here for the natural gas generator. And this is weird. This is very, very weird. But I like it at the same time. I think I like it. And, you know, my immune system is recovering. It's not fully back yet, but it's getting there. You know what? We don't need any of that junk there. What we could use is another blank canvas in there. I guess we need to deconstruct that before we can even consider building it in there. Oh, and we only have so many mess tables in here. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Furniture. Blank canvas. Make it a 6 in there. Yeah, there's a lot of crud in there. That should probably get cleaned up. We'll deal with it in time, though. Do we have any excess power systems? Because this uses up... let's see here. How much power does that use up again? It uses up 120 watts of power. Do any of our power systems right now have room for that? That's still 600, but that's not connected. Oh, because I didn't build a single wire there. So that will actually bump that up by quite a bit then. Which is most unfortunate. Okay, now let's... see what's going on here. As far as power goes. 840. So... I think we can technically get away with hooking this up to this power system right now. Because that's currently 840, 900, and 60. It'll strain this system a little bit more, but we can technically get away with that. So I think that's what we'll do. So power... wire. And don't get me wrong, I would love to replace all of our current wiring with like heavy watts or even conductive, but that requires a metric butt ton of copper, which we do not currently have the resources for. Plumbing. We finished more research. We have 3 more things left. Well, research transit tubes. Not that we'll be able to build any anytime soon, but just the idea of having that accessible is great. Another duplicate. Choose a duplicate. No one overly amazing other than you with diver's lungs, but then you're also flatulent, so that's like not great. So we'll probably skip you. Oh, which means I should decline. Yeah. Now, plumbing. Oh, and that's just an easy hookup right there. Okay. Granite. There we go. That's also a very easy hookup. This needs to get hooked up to a power system. Question is, which power system will that get hooked up to? That's a very good question. Wait. What do we... Oh, right. Comfy beds, which requires plastic. I thought there was something else, too, but... maybe I'm incorrect on that thinking? We'll see. How's our... Ooh, algae is getting real low. So the sooner we deal with that whole situation, the better. Lurin is falling asleep in CO2. Not ideal, I would say. But, to each their own. We'll get another manual airlock over here. And I really should have made those 6s. There we go. So algae distiller's actually pumping right now already? Yeah, it is actually pumping at this current moment. And no power. Oh, because for whatever reason we decided... Oh, that is so low. That is so incredibly low in water reserves. We might have to, like, somehow crack this open and pump that water into here. Otherwise, that could be a much more serious issue sooner rather than later. Can we please just, like, uproot that so our people aren't concerned with that anymore? Because I'd rather not deal with that, if possible. Yeah, delivered the sandstone. And I think this will be the last day for this episode. But, hey, we made some good progress. We made some stellar progress. And, of course, these are only 5s. That's why they haven't been built. No! You morons! Oh, you actual morons. Lurin, please, deconstruct this. Deconstruct this so Ada can get out. Please. Please. Lurin, I know you're hungry. But twice in one episode, you have doomed Ada up in the CO2-rich environment while she also needs to use the wash. Lurin! Please! Oh, thank God. That was painful to watch. Oh. Duplicates, I swear. great, but also incredibly stupid from time to time. Yeah, so fair enough, Ada. Fair enough that you are, like, supremely stressed out. You need, like, a lot more. What happens if we make that a 6? So I know we had... No, that's algae. It's all algae? No, clay. How's our liquid situation? Dude, Lauren! What are you doing, you madman? Now you're trapping yourself up there? What are you actually doing? Oh, these duplicants. They're more trouble than they're worth. Cancel. Because, for whatever reason, he feels compulsively obsessive about getting these meal ice here. Oh, that was a lot more stress than I would like to admit having dealt with, but that's fine. That'll do it for this episode. If you made it to this point in the video, feel free to support it in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot and shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. And until next time, as always, everyone, have a good one, and I will see you next time in Oxygen Not Included. Bye for now, though.